Welcome back, my friends. I know that you are worried about how this story is going. I certainly know I am. This is Sonic High School, Chapter 22. The saddest day ever. We're gonna get really emotional in this one, kids. Here we go. We are gathered here today to put Sonic into the ground, said the funeral man. Sonic died. The other day, as a security camera in the woods saw Sonic run off a cliff, and he fell all the way down and hit the ground at the bottom next to the river. His body got so messed up, he is dead for sure. That's how you know. Everyone was at the funeral place, which they decided to put in the garden of the school, so they could bury, B-E-R-R-Y, bury, Sonic at high school, which is where he spent most of his time as a teen. All of Sonic's friends who were there were attending his funeral. Tails was right and front and was crying, and next to him was Amy, who was crying the most, and she was hugging Sonic's mom with her face in her boobs, who was crying too, but not so loud, like a honking horn on a bike that she was not squeezing too hard. Cool. Everyone was so sad because Sonic is now dead. There's also Rouge and Cream, who was wearing a big ring with really big shiny white Jew in it. I think they meant jewel. And they were also crying because they are women. They cannot control their emo-toins. You know, I would have gotten mad at your casual sexism, but you spelled emotions wrong, so it just made up for it. Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. were there, being held and crying in a baby way. And there was Silver, who was crying a little, and even SPO2 was crying a little bit at the funeral where they all were. Mrs. Lesson was there, and she was crying, which made her look uglier, and the lunch lady was there too, and even though she was very big and strong, she cried too, because Sonic is dead. Sonic's Chinese doctor was also there too, but he did not cry, because his eyes were too small to let them tears out. What the actual fuck? Charmy and Vector were not at Sonic's funeral, because they are dead now. Blaze the cat was not there too, because no one liked her, and no one invited her. Ow. Amy looked at Rouge, and said to Rouge, "Rouge, where's Shadow? He said he was going to be here, to come to Sonic's funeral. He is not here." Amy sounded weird and sad. She did not have any teeth, so all of her words came out so idiotly. It was like she was a ghost who did not speak a language that humans could understand. How very specific. She usually did not talk now that she did not have teeth because Sonic punched them out of her mouth and into space before he killed himself. "I do not know. It is that he could be late, or he is not here," said Rouge back to Amy in a sad way. They were right. Shadow was not there. Shadow was dark, but even he was not dark enough to not go to Sonic's fun reel. So, why was it that he was not? "Tails," said Amy to Tails instead of Rouge, who was on the other side of her, more towards the middle of it. "Where is Shadow? Shadow is not here." Tails looked really sad and crying some, and everyone thought he is gonna, oh no, in a few days, because he is so sad and his best friend is now dead friend. "I do not know. That is pissing me off. I should send a robot to kill him," said Tails, sounding mad and sad. Amy made a sad and disappointing face and said, "High school drama is so crazy." Then the funeral man went back to the front like a standing racehorse going to the front and started talking again. "Hello, family and friends and teenagers. We are now going to talk about why we love Sonic so much, and we miss him. Everyone please come up and say a nice thing about Sonic so we can remember him before we put him down." Tails got up first and went to the spot where he was and said, "Sonic was my best friend. He was the coolest and the fastest. He always knew what to do when we were bored and wanted to have fun. We lived in different houses, but it was like we did not because we saw each other on the bus. I miss Sonic." Tails started to cry more, and everyone thought that it was sad, and Tails went back. Then Amy and Sonic's mom both did not go because they were both crying too much, and Amy was embarrassed of her no teeth at all. Then got up Rouge, who was holding Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. like a sexy pelican carrying 2 watermelons in its mouth. What the fuck? "I am going to miss Sonic so much," said Rouge. "He was..." Yeah, it doesn't actually end. "He was such a cool and nice guy with the best morals, and everyone knew that his penis was bigger than everyone else's." Cool! Rouge was so sex-thinking, but it was okay, because it's all about saying good things about the dead person at a funeral, and everyone nodded anyway, because it was. Knuckles said, "I'm a baby now, but I've always been Sonic's friend, and I miss him, and want to thank him for taking care of me as a baby, and helping me with my schoolwork as a baby now." And then Knuckles Jr. said, "I only knew Sonic for a few weeks, but he's the coolest guy I've ever known. He was so fast, and smart, and good at everything. I wish he did not..."
Oh no!
Then SBO went up and said some more sad things, and so did Cream and Silver and the rest of everyone, like a conga line of being sad. I should put conga line of being sad on a shirt. The lunch lady said that she will always miss Sonic, and that he was a nice boy, and that she wanted to take him and his friends to see Asia. And Sonic's doctor said that it might not be so bad that Sonic died, because now his ball disease has been neutralized. Wow. By the time that everyone was done saying things about Sonic, they were all so tired from crying and hungry that they needed to stop and have some food. They had caramel because Sonic really liked it after that time he was on vacation, and they had soda because it always made them smile. Soda makes bubbles, and it is cool. Because how do they do it? Poignant question. But still, even after they did all of this, Shadow was not there. And some people really thought that was rude, and Tails was about ready to find him and cut his... No. "Shadow's still not here," said Tails just out loud to everyone, and not really anyone. "What the heck?" "Okay," said the funeral man. "Stop eating. We're gonna put Sonic into the ground forever." Everyone started to yelp and cry because that meant Sonic would never come back, because you would get so tired of digging him up that you would quit even if he was alive. Wow. Everyone went back to the sitting zone and sat in chairs, and the funeral man and his dead person workers picked up the coffin, Koffin, like it was only a cotton candy suitcase. I know what I'm going to call my next band. And lifted it over the big hole in the ground that they made for Sonbik. "Okay, here he goes," said the funeral man, and they dropped the coffin into the hole, and it made a loud sound. They just dropped him down in there? What the fuck? "No, wait," said a voice from the back, and would you guess it? It was Shadow, who was now here, at the funeral, finally, after it was almost done. And then he said, "I have something to say about my friend before you cover him with the dirt." Shadow walked up to the front, and Tails reached out and punched him right in the balls as he was walking by and put Shadow's balls out of business. "Don't be late! Why are you late? This is so mean to Sonic and everyone," said Tails screamingly. Shadow was going backwards in pain because his balls felt like 2 apples getting eaten by birds. "Oh, sorry. Listen, I have a reason. Just listen," said Shadow back in pain to Tails. Everyone pretty much agreed with Tails on punching Shadow to show how to respect, but Silver said that he should listen to people before doing something, and the lunch lady said that sometimes you just have to be nice instead of being mean, and people will learn the lesson anyway. So even though Tails is the smartest, sometimes he gets a little crazy, and other people can teach him things that he did not know, but he is still the smartest. Shadow finished being in super ball pain and went to the speaking area and said, "Listen, everyone. Sonic, who died, has always been my friend. I may be a dark guy, and I may disagree with Sonic sometimes, but he's always my friend, and I miss him so much, even though it's only been a few days since he jumped off the big cliff and messed up his body to death. But I have something I think everyone will all like. Shadow took out a bag that looked glowing from it. I spent my whole life collecting the Ultra Chaos Emeralds, and these are them. What they do is grant you one wish when you use them, and then you have to go and hide them before you die after 100 years. Someone else can find them and use them. Well, it is time that they are used once again. Shadow held the bag in front of him in the air and said, Ultra Chaos Emeralds, I call upon the gods and use you to bring the powers down and give them to me to grant my wish. I wish. And he did a dramatic stop, and everyone looked shocked and amazed and surprised at what he was going to wish for. What would Shadow wish for? Is it going to be a lot of money? Shadow raised his face up. I wish to bring Sonic back to healthy life. The bag glowed really hard, and everyone was making a big deal and talking and going around. The funeral man and his people got up Sonic's coffin out of the hole and put it back in front of everyone. The funeral man used his tool to open the coffin, and there was Sonic. He talked to him. He shook him. He checked for a hard beat. But no, fairy tales are not real. And Sonic was dead. And that's the end of this chapter. What a way to end on a fucking downer. Holy shit. Oh, man. But that's not the end of the story, kids. There's still more. So, if you're enjoying this, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I have a merch store and a Ko-Fi. You can check out those. I also have a subreddit. If you'd like to send me weird stories of your own, r/Moonhorse Stories. You can go check it out. Every Saturday there is a live stream, and I have my own Discord server. The links to all of the things that I mentioned, and probably some more things, I think, are below this in every video. Go check them out. I'm sure you'll find something fun. And with all that, I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.